My mom had the singing voice. I used to sing. Oh, I don't know what happened, Sha. Anyway, we'll get back at it. Did you know that singing is actually a learned skill? Yeah, some people can't sing. Don't get me wrong, but you can actually learn how to sing. Anyway, yesterday I was all about how really beautiful and very, very adorable the children I was seeing when I was in Lagos were, and it got me thinking how these kids are very, very good looking. Now, somebody called, if you remember, somebody called us yesterday and said that there is a supplemented medication that some women are not taking to make their babies very fine. I said, I haven't heard about this. And so I called a doctor friend of mine who referred me to two pediatricians, consultants no less. Now, for some weird reason, we couldn't get to speak with them yesterday. I think it was the service connection where I was pretty poor. But this morning, I got to speak to one of them, the lady, the female doctor, and she says, that's not true. I haven't heard about it. But wait. So, before we continue with this conversation, because it's going to be a full-on conversation right now, and I have a question to ask. If you were that person, or if you know that person who called us yesterday and said that there is a supplement, a medication that pregnant women take so that their children can look very beautiful. He claimed that it was in a pack of 30, so they meant to take one every day for 30 days or so. That's what he claimed. I remember very vividly. Please, can you call that person or ask that person, if that person is listening, to please send me the name? Because the consultant said they will want to have the name of that medication or that supplement, whatever it is, and the maker, the brand. So please send me that information to 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Right? Please, so that we can all get to learn something within the next few days. But now, that particular conversation, as always, with almost everything I do, would take me down a rabbit hole because I like to ask and I like to read and research and see if there's similar scenarios that have popped up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I found, you see, back in February of 2018, the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, for Ghana warned women against swallowing cosmetic pills during pregnancy so that they can lighten this it's on BBC, by the way, so they can lighten their unborn babies inside the womb. When I read that first line, it's in pidgin, by the way. When I read the first line, I couldn't believe my eyes. In Ghana, 7 years ago, people were already thinking about, or people were already doing what was told to us yesterday, 7 years ago. Now, he goes on to say, the then, cosmetic household chemical department for the FDA, Emmanuel Nkrumah, described the development of people using glutathione pills as dangerous. Let me say that again. Dangerous. Dangerous. But this spread. People were using it. People were doing it. So I don't know if that's what that man was referring to, but that is where I found myself yesterday afternoon reading stories, trying to figure out exactly what this man was referring to. I know that women are only allowed to eat fruits or, take very healthy meals. Even there's some medications that they will tell you, don't take if you are pregnant. It's not every pill a pregnant woman should pop. Anywho, let's get to the end of this conversation with this question. So, now that the FDA from Ghana warned 7 years ago, I hope the NAFDAC will also do the same thing, hopefully by tomorrow when we get the doctor's view on that particular drug. I don't know what it is, but if the person can send me the name, I will be grateful. We will all be grateful. So my question this morning, Do you subscribe to taking substances to make your baby better looking? Do you subscribe? Is this something that you would do? If the FDA in Ghana said, don't do it. This is 2025. Baby things have changed. Everybody wants a cute looking baby. If you had a chance, would you? Should you in the first case? Right now, the doctor who I spoke to this morning said pregnant women are not encouraged to do so. But following up what we heard, since we're still investigating, I have to ask, would you subscribe to taking things that will make your baby finer? I don't know. I think when babies are born, they're already fine. But hey, once again, let us have a conversation. 017-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Now we have a WhatsApp number. You can send us your WhatsApp message to that number, and also your SMS messages, so your text message, so that nobody feels that they have been cut off from joining the conversation. That number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, so we're going straight to the phone lines. We have Kurt on the line from Uniport. All right, let's get to find out if Kurt will do this. Kurt, good morning to you. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Jude, when this conversation was going on yesterday, I felt somehow when the man was narrating how he saw a cute baby. They had the mother whisper, yeah, that is what I do. Jude, if you subscribe to these things, I know you must surely have after effect. But the after effect, woman will take it as an advantage of cheating. When they cheat you, they will tell you they take drugs that will make babies. Yeah, that's why my mind goes. To say this is not an unhealthy conversation, even that yesterday, but I choose to keep silent. Because I will not obstruct you, because it's misleading information. Women will take this as a great cheating. They will cheat you and tell you they take this drugs that will make baby not looking like any of your family members. Think about it.
Okay, God says think about it. Okay, all right. God says no, he doesn't subscribe to that. No, it's not wrong. Okay, all right. All right. This one says, "Hi, Jude. Good morning. Please, this thing doesn't make sense. So, if anybody has given birth to a child and the husband doesn't see the resemblance, okay, go do DNA. Nothing like say they take joy make the pikin light. If the man is dark and the woman is dark and the baby is fair, please." The man should do a DNA test. Nothing like drugs, Kelvin, in Port Harcourt. Okay, all right. Here we are. We just started 2 minutes in, and Bass is all over the place. Wike Barido just says, Mr. Jude, I can't subscribe to that no matter what he says. Okay, all right. Jude, I'm not trying to make a mockery of someone, but the certain baby I saw was like, I will gladly recommend the drug to save that baby from the horrible looks. Harbor. You know what? There's this thing called glow up. You remember there was a trend. I think it was back in 2020. Was it 2019? Either 2020 21. Between 2019 and 2021, right? There's a trend on social media where people would show their glow up process. They will bring pictures from 5-10 years ago and they show themselves now. You're like, oh my God, then and now, like, oh my God, see the glow up. So maybe that's like this with this baby. Maybe this baby doesn't look like the dad right now. Maybe according to this message now, this pikin no fine. But give the baby 3 years, 5 years. Maybe when the baby's eating, a lot of boiled and fish, maybe when they are rubbing coconut oil on the baby or ori or so. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. 017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Anita here says, Jude, good morning. See, conversations like this always remind me of how we deal with our insecurities in this country. It's so terrible. We always want to compare, have things to look like what the foreign person said we should look like. What's wrong with your baby looking dark when it's born? Are you not a black man? What kind of problem are we trying to create for ourselves? I don't know if those pills are what they say it is, but I will not be taking anything to make sure my baby looks any better than I do. I can only take the supplements that a doctor recommends. Other than that, anything will come out, make the husband take. Anita. Oh my God. Anything will come out. Oh my God. But yeah, I think I understand why, like I said, when you see the babies I saw, you would to the bone go they sweet you. I get it. Babies can be adorable, they can be cute, they can be so cute sometimes you be like, let nothing spoil or touch my babies. How many of you have had those kind of experiences where the baby just seems to attract a lot of people? People just want to pamper your child, buy biscuits, buy this, buy that, buy some people have had it pretty good. They give birth to a very adorable child and they almost do nothing. Aunties come, carry the baby. Uncles come, buy bicycle, buy this, buy that. Your child is being raised by like 2 or 10 other people. All you do is just probably breastfeed and, go to work. That's all the mother would do. So I think people would like to have that, right? But would you take a medication for that? Would you? And now that we're talking about this extensively, it really draws the question as to what is ethically proper to do when you were pregnant. I know you're meant to go to antenatal care. I know you're meant to have a doctor. But what of those people who are listening to us right now who are not within the Port Harcourt metropolis, who are not within Lagos or the Abuja main town? They could be outside. They could be outside. What if they don't have the access to this care and then somebody tells them, Eunice, your belly don't come out how many months? Say na 4 months. You don't take this thing. If you take this thing, your pikin go fine. Your pikin go fine. If you take her, I go buy for you. Yeah, I me buy for Joy that time. No say as Joy pikin fine. Wait till you say, let's see say Joy husband no fine, but the pikin come fine. Wait till happen. Anyway, that's the kind of scenario I think some people are facing today. What do I know? I've never gotten pregnant. Jude, it is ridiculous how low my gender can stoop for mere aesthetics. Please, what in tarnation has a baby got to do with artificially induced beauty? Beauty or lack of such is determined by the DNA. Nothing more, nothing less. I hereby excuse myself from the claws of ignorance. #Oma. I excuse myself. So, how am I saying you don't need to do that? It's not the pills. We're back.
The show continues after this break.